So, I'm going to show some recent pickups here. First one is this 1980 Laughlin PSA graded mint 9 Eddie Plank. That's a nice oversized card, blank back. I do have the card in ungraded form, but this one came up on an auction on eBay, so I figured I'd snatch it up. It's a neat looking card. It's kind of like the Gaudi Heads Up of 1936, I believe, 36 or 38. So there it is, 1980 Laughlin Eddie Plank. Here's a recent T206 pickup. This is a Chicago Cubs player, George Brown. And it's graded authentic by SGC. It's also graded skinned. And if you look at it, it's definitely skinned on the back. It's missing most of the back. However, that is definitely a Hindu back, which is a pretty rare back. Probably up there, about maybe the 5th rarest back you can get for T206, and after Hindu they start getting really rare. So it's nice to have a Chicago Cubs player with a rare back, although it's pretty poor condition. And there it is, graded authentic skinned with a Hindu back. So that entire box of 2013 Golden Age has sold at the Hobby Corner. I did bust the box topper here before I brought that down to the shop, and I got this Jack Johnson. That's real cool. So it's kind of Panini's take on the old exhibits cards there. So nice to have that. Boxing great Jack Johnson. And I did bust this box of 2014 Panini Golden Age with my dad over the Christmas holiday. He enjoyed busting this one. He enjoyed this more than the Allen and Ginter. And it's got these perforated cards, box bottom cards. Nap Lajoie, Jack Johnson, and Clyde Bulldog Turner. They have a nice Crofts Cocoa back. So I will probably take those out of there. Might as well. And it came with this really cool box topper. Look at this triple. Christy Mathewson, Cy Young, and Lefty Grove. 3 incredibly great pitchers there. These are perforated and they have like artificially aged backs. So that's pretty good as a box topper. Most box toppers aren't too exciting, you know, but that one is pretty good. Not quite sure if I'm going to pull those apart, or I might have like a giant top loader I can put that in, but I'd like to preserve that. That's kind of a neat looking card, whether it's in a panel like that or 3 separate. So for the rest of that 2014 box. Oh my goodness. That light is... There's something wrong with that light. It's shorting out. It's a cheap-ass Menards light, one of those like shop lights that I use for my videos, and that thing is probably on its last legs. Anyway, there's a big stack of base. Yeah, I'll just go through a few of these. So it's lots of sports stars, politicians, lots of movie stars. There's Terry Bradshaw. I think that was the captain of the Titanic. Yes, indeed. Great Sphinx, Lee Majors, Tony Dow. And there's also some baseball greats. There's Rube Marquard. Nice Hank Williams, Angela Cartwright. Oh, there's Ernie Banks there. Addie Joss, another Hall of Famer. Jackie Gleason. So Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke, of course. So I'm not going to go through all these. There's Nolan Ryan. But lots of good cards in here. Really nice. I like Panini Golden Age for sure. So, big old stack of base there. And let's see, gonna show off the inserts here. So there's these quad stamps cards. There's There's a Judge Landis on there. I know he's in the Hall of Fame as a commissioner. And they got these fan craze here. Gene Tunney. Real nice Ty Cobb there for fan craze insert. Joe Louis. Seems to be a lot of horse racing in this. Man of War. Look at this. That's real cool. Ryan Toss's career no-hitter. 4th career no-hitter. Hawaii with Dwight D. Eisenhower there. And the Black Sox scandal of 1921. There's a Ducky Medwick, Hall of Famer, and Willie Stargell, another Hall of Famer. And nice inserts there. And got a bunch of minis. There's a nice Patsy Cline there. Dusty Baker, a couple of them. I think those have different backs. Yep, one with a Hindu and one with a mono back. Tom DiMaggio, of course Joe DiMaggio's brother. The Cadillac Ranch. So some of these come with red Hindu. I think that's the rare of the Hindu. At least it is with T206, the originals. Then these mono, Turkish tobacco. It's nice to see those Hindu backs brought to back. I think that one's a miscut there. I don't think that's a short print or anything. This is a miscut. So real nice minis there. Here's the autograph of Jim Bouton. He was the author of the book Ball 4. As an all-star pitcher. And he also helped create Big League Shredded Bubblegum. So that's kind of neat. At least it's a baseball player, of course, there, for the signature. And then the relic is Claudette Colbert. My dad was saying that looks like a drape. A curtain relic. Looks like a leisure suit she would have worn in her golden years, but doesn't look like it's from her any famous movie or anything. But anyway, Claudette Colbert, big movie star. My dad definitely remembered who she was. I worked with Clark Gable, Henry Fonda, stars from that era. So that's neat. It's kind of what you expect from Golden Age, something like that, but that's real cool to get. And for me, at least the hit of the box here, this was in the last pack. This Eddie Plank. And this has the short print back of Crofts Swiss Milk Cocoa. So very nice. Left to get that into a little mini top loader or something, but that's nice to get a nice Eddie Plank short print out of that box of 2014 Panini Golden Age. And last but not least, gonna crack into that 1983 TCMA Columbus Astros team set. Those of you who follow my videos probably know who's gonna be in this. We shall see. So, here's your standard TCMA. These are really cool looking, though, vintage minor league cards, and they're also on like that darker card stock. You didn't really see that too much in these minor league cards. You usually saw them in like that really thin white card stock. So this is like on the old like Topps style, or nowadays like the Topps Heritage card stock. I hadn't even realized that when I ordered this team set. So far, I'm not recognizing anybody. Ty Gainey, I think he played in the majors for a little bit. So, of the Southern League, you can tell this is old school at the bottom of the card. They have the mailing address where you send away for the list of cards. So, very nice. Always nice to get a vintage, a minor league team set. And here comes the hit. Boom! There it is, Glenn Davis. This is his second earliest minor league card. He's got a 1982 from Jacksonville. That's where he's from. That was the first team that he played for. But that's in really good shape. It's nice that that was in the middle of the pack. So gonna have to get all these into penny sleeves at least, and definitely this Glenn Davis into a penny sleeve and a top loader, but that is PC to the grave, big time right there. So I'll fire through the rest of these. And that seems to be the only standout out of this set. But a nice black and white design with the blue trim and the white borders. So nobody else I'm really recognizing, except that is great to get that. And this was like, this team set had come up on auction, and I picked it up real cheap. There's people selling this single to Glenn Davis for like $10 or something, but it's luckily to pick up the whole team for a lot less than that. So there it is, that's what I've been up to. Some recent pickups, some vintage stuff, and busting some new stuff, and so on and so forth. Bust packs. Thanks for watching.